Welcome to Perimenopause How. Today we're going to discuss the various different medicines that you can use when you're having a nightmare heavy flooding period. The first one we're going to discuss is tranexamic acid. Tranexamic acid is a very helpful medicine because you only have to take it whilst you are bleeding. You don't have to take it the rest of the time like you do with progesterone. So if you're skipping periods and you have periods when you're not really expecting them, once in every 2 or 3 months, then this is a very helpful medicine because you only have to take it whilst you're actually bleeding. So, tranexamic acid reduces the flow of your period by about 50%. You should not expect it to stop your bleeding entirely. That's not what it does. That's what progesterone does. This is a different type of medicine entirely. You only have to take it whilst you are bleeding, and you can take it for a maximum of 4 or 5 days, whatever your doctor tells you. It isn't hormonal, and it has very few side effects. In America, you often find it referred to as Lysteda, which I believe is a brand name. Over in the UK here, we just call it tranexamic acid. If you live in the UK, you can often buy it in Boots. You can't usually get it in the normal run-of-the-mill pharmacies, and you will be expected to have a brief chat with the pharmacist just to check that there's no reasons why you shouldn't take it. Usually it's a medicine that requires a prescription though. The dose of tranexamic acid, just like progesterone, is very, very important. If your doctor does not give you a strong enough dose, it won't work properly. So if you find it's not working for you, give your doctor a call back and find out if the dose can be safely increased. Just to look at this example from the British National Formulary, it says you can take a maximum of 4 grams daily. Now, when you get your packet of tranexamic acid, don't be alarmed by the size of the pills. They are very, very big. So they do look like horse pills. Don't be freaked out. That's normal. Most of the pills you get are sort of 500, 600 milligrams. So you should be taking about 6 a day. Double check on the packet and make sure that they correspond to what I've said. Obviously, 2 of those pills, if they're 500 milligrams, will add up to 1 gram. Okay, so this says 1 gram 3 times a day for up to 4 days. To be initiated when menstruation has started, maximum 4 grams per day. So you could increase it a bit from what they recommend to start off with. So once again, if you find it's not working, speak to your doctor and ask if it can be increased. Now, it has been known for doctors to confuse tranexamic acid with another medicine called mefenamic acid. They're both used for periods, so it's an easy mistake to make, although perhaps you would hope for better from a GP, being that heavy periods are quite common. Now, mefenamic acid is a bit like ibuprofen. It's a non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drug. So it reduces inflammation and reduces pain. And it's really good at treating period pain. So that's menstrual cramps. And it can actually be prescribed together with tranexamic acid. So then you'll be treating the pain and treating the heavy flow. But mefenamic acid does not really reduce bleeding much. I've taken it myself many times. It's excellent at reducing pain. Even if you're having a miscarriage or something like that, it's an excellent medicine for menstrual pain. But it doesn't really reduce bleeding much, so you will still need the tranexamic acid for that. So if your doctor gives you what you think is tranexamic acid, or it sounds like something or other acid, just double check if it's not having much effect on the bleeding, that they haven't given you mefenamic acid by mistake. Okay, so that's the end of this presentation. I think tranexamic acid is a really handy medicine and well worth a try. So if you found this information useful, please give me a thumbs up, like, subscribe, and all of that YouTube jazz.